By myself, dive into the rivers, let me drown. Let the lights come nearer. By myself, I close my eyes. By myself, dive into the rivers, let me drown. Let the lights come nearer. By myself, I close my eyes. Close my eyes and feel it. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Close my eyes and feel it. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Dive into the rivers, let me drown. Let the lights come nearer. By myself, I close my eyes. By myself, dive into the rivers, let me drown. Let the lights come nearer. By myself, I close my eyes. Close my eyes and feel it. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Close my eyes and feel it. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Close my eyes.
Michael Saylor, can we get a couple chicken tenders up here? We got back order. We've been here for 3 hours now on this shift, and it's just getting really annoying, man. Please, Michael Saylor, Jack Dorsey, Kathy Woods coming in. You know, look like a little man.
Is that a joint?
You earned 2 dark stars. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your order. Thanks so much. We're gonna get out this PA though. We're gonna go and look at the charts. Starting out maybe with gold today.
Okay. Hey, how y'all doing, traders? Just having a good time, just screwing around, right? We going decibel levels. We okay? Yeah, ice cream machine's never getting fixed. Nothing you can ever do about it. Stop calling. Stop calling this McDonald's location. All right, so gold had like an initial pump, right? It just did make its highest level since June 2nd, multi-month highs. Its highest level of this run since you showed just tremendous amounts of accumulation on extremely high volume lately. So just wait, right? Just wait, man. Wait on gold. It's moon, but the entry was like $1,800, $1,812, something like that. Look at this, man. Last week.
The employee with the M5 smiley face.
What's up, Jackson? Thank you, dude. Yeah. It was a cardboard box. Okay. It wasn't real, man. It was a fake M5, dude. So yeah, thanks. But like gold making its highest weekly volume since July of 2013. That's just not a joke, man. That's so real and significant when you see that much volume after showing accumulation for like a year, right? That's the weekly, man. And now and here's your monthly, which I should have this visible on the weekly. This is your cup with handle, man. A bullish engulfing candle, right? 7 days till we have a confirmed bullish engulfing candle and a cup with handle breakout. Now, I would like to see gold break this one, let's see, right there, that highest level ever from September of 2011. I'd like to see us test that and break it. 1920 is the area. And then, my God, you could use your imagination. $2,500+ measure move. This is such a structure. It's just like an unbelievable structure. And here's the thing, right? I mean, the continuation of development of hidden bullish divergence on a monthly time scale. That's exactly what you want, right? If you show a cup with handle, you want it to be backed up with an oscillator, and the MACD histogram on monthly is giving us that. All right, so I think that's great, dude. Okay. I mean, yeah. Oh, what about Bitcoin, dude? I mean, look, dude, a lot of us pay attention to more than just Bitcoin.
Yo,
so, I mean,
does the ice cream machine work?
silver, moon soon. I mean, based on what it looks like, it may not happen, right? Bitcoin above 42K looked pretty freaking good too. But no follow through and then fell below critical sports. So, like, I'd be bullish as crap on silver till it falls below its previous low around $22. Too much accumulation, above supports, back tested supports as support again. And yeah, I mean, $26 target and beyond. Maybe even the top of the range, $29. Things get nuts. It was there, the jump across the creek, the bullish harmonic after, then the classic accumulation. That's some pretty nice combination going on. So yeah, higher prices. And then just real quick, I know we're starting with precious metals, but platinum, just so you know, you broke out. You have a true weekly confirmed breakout. And I think in time, the target's 1337 and maybe possibly beyond. Okay, something's changed on platinum. It is now in an uptrend. Again, let me make sure that the beeping noise isn't disruptive. I mean, it's there for fun, you know, but I don't want it to like ruin the stream. So someone tell me that it's okay. Like not too loud. I mean, I can turn it down, that's what I'm saying. So we're just having a good time, man, right? It's okay. All right, thank you.
Peace.
And audio for music too, right?
Peace.
What's up? Okay, so it's almost like every time someone tips like,
Okay, can we get an order of a 10-piece chicken tenders, Michael Saylor, please get to work back there. Tired of telling you, I'm not gonna tell you again. Thanks.
yep, 10 piece on the way. So great stuff on another market, right? But not a great time for crypto. But hey, just recently you finally caught some bids. You stopped incessantly selling off every hour, right? Congratulations, Bitcoin, you did it, man. Just trying to make sense of maybe what's developing. I don't even think
hours, 3 hours and 4 hours bullish divergence. Just saying.
Yeah, okay. Well, then rally and then go and test 40,665 as a resistance and then never break it and then dump again. Dude, I'm telling you, like, you can catch rallies at any time. But I don't know how strong it's going to be.
Futures down 1%.
What's up, Hageki? All right, we're going to look at those for sure. Yeah, my S&P 500 futures alert. If you were at the beginning of the stream, very beginning, you heard the beep. Like it made like its lowest level of the sell-off so far. Yeah, not really good. And that's like that's the elephant in the room. That's not like, oh my God, we're so surprised. We'll look at it, but just just getting to Bitcoin. And we did a late stream last night that I had no idea what it was going to turn into. Freaking crypto hoarder comes in and just drops bombs all night, man. Non-stop party stream. Party dump stream. It was weird. It was like... It was an interesting dynamic. It was so much pain, but so much pleasure at the same time. It was like putt-putt golf or something, right? But yeah, Bitcoin, if you didn't see that stream, it dumped last night, and it was down over $2,000, but has, again, retraced some. It's pulled back, pulled up some. You can say pull back when it's dumping. You can pull back and rally, right?
Crypto hoarders, please.
Okay, can we get Big Mac, Coke, 2 crypto hoarders, please? Crypto hoarders in the back. Do we have any crypto hoarders in the back? Thanks.
All right, we'll see what happens. Thank you, dude. So very little support, below 40K. This is just kind of reiteration of last night because, I mean, like, nothing's changed since my stream. Like, we hit session lows last night, and we've not gone any lower than that. So, that's it. So we can go to the 4 hour. We'll go to the. Would you say the 2 hour? Oh no, we'll go 2 hour if you want. 2 hour. Yep, very real, undeniable bullish divergence on the MACD histogram. Sure. You're starting to, 46 minutes till this 2 hour candle closes and it'll be a bullish engulfing candle. RSI did not show bullish divergence, even though you were oversold severely twice. I guess it seems like you're trying to hold on to some sort of, a swing high from January 26th and January 30th. On this time scale, that's maybe what's acting as support. You coincide that with some divergence, yeah, you could start getting a relief rally. But I'm telling you, the relief rally could be to freaking 43.6. It could go to 44K almost, and it's not bullish. It is not bullish until 44,444, repeating, of course, is broken. Okay, that's it. Dude. I'm at McDonald's, man! Bruh.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $530. I double quarter pounder, please. I would like Kathy Wood to personally make it. Thanks. 0.200000000 ETH.
Okay, we get the crypto order. Thanks so much for the $530, man. And Kathy Woods, you hear that? And she's in training right now, but her other job didn't go well. She daylighted as a financial advisor and got everyone to buy in, to ape into worthless assets that are now all down like 70%, 80%. Get wrecked, Kathy Woods. Thanks so much, Crypto Auto.
Sorry, dude. The whole restaurant's looking at me sideways right now. But yeah, I mean, like, congratulations. Yeah, you could catch a relief rally based on a little bit of divergence on a very insignificant time scale added. Kind of pathetic support resistance area. Okay. Is it actionable? I think it's no, not really. Like, here's your 4 hour that may be diverging. Not on the RSI, just the MACD histogram. And it's like, there's no separation of histogram islands. I don't know, man. What if it does rally here? It's like, if it does rally here, what are you going to do? Get mad because you didn't long it? You didn't long an asset that just catches a relief rally to make a substantially lower high than the previous highs? I mean, good luck getting yield that way, because the big waves are the down waves right now. So what happened? That's weird. I don't know why it's louder. It's supposed to be though, isn't it? Right, I'm on the microphone, the PA, Brad. Literally the PA at McDonald's. Shouldn't it be louder if I have it on the PA? Yes. Imagine turning on the PA and it not being louder. How weird would that be? It wouldn't be a PA. It would be like a something else A. Okay, so yeah, just looking at the divergencies on extremely insignificant timescales after massive dumping. Cool, dude. But here's your, I mean, you're getting your daily, just bearish or negative momentum building. RSI is currently just starting to crack back into the bearish control zone. Yikes. Let's look at the weekly on Bitcoin. Weekly, I mean, dude, you can talk about, this was your only hopium, right? Kind of. It was the weekly candle high close from January 4th and June 7th of last year. And as you can see, somehow the miracle happened and bids came in at that support resistance right now. So you haven't broken it yet. And it's not over till you break it for real, 42 minutes. If you are exhausted on those time scales, the lesser time scales, you may not break it to close the week. You may hold it, but, you know, let's wait till next week and see what happens, right? Yikes, man. I mean, it's kind of interesting just to think about, like, you aren't making a lower low until you get, like, a lower the lowest candle close since, you know, July last year, and it's like 32K, 31.8. I mean, that when you break that, you're in trouble. You're not showing accumulation anymore. I mean, technically, the most recent discernible events on this chart is your highest high of all time and your highest low of all time for now, which is still valid technically until you take out 36.4 or whatever on the weekly. So you're not dead yet on the weekly. Okay. So that's your Bitcoin. Let's go to Ethereum. Start it with a weekly, I guess, on this one. Not good. I mean, this one's worse because, like, you had, you know, this is it, man. You had your candle high close from May 31st and then literally nothing else. Up, down, up, right? It goes straight down again. Not good. I mean, you still have that argument for potential hidden bullish divergence, but there's so much negative momentum still. Your RSI is just still just right around the bear. It's like at 41, so it's like you're neutral by 1 point, chat. You're not bearish by 1 point on the RSI. So you're not dead yet. Right, you're not dead till I think you take out your previous lows locally. Really, I mean, it's all over for Ethereum if it breaks below 1723. Good God. And then we were talking about that last night. The M shape and your C to D wave is going to be down at like $500-600 or something if it played out. But you can't say it's going to play out yet. You can't, because you still have this local shark or cipher really right now that's not dead. Big yikes, man. Yeah, so daily on Ethereum, right below support. I don't think it's not really a safe play to be longing right now, just based on everything going on. Like I loved Ethereum above $3,000. I loved Bitcoin above $42,000. But when it falls below those areas, I don't love them anymore. I go bearish on them when they do that. But the thing is, we kind of, Ethereum was telling the story of the whole market. Bitcoin kind of, you know, maybe gave us a little bit more hopium to think that things were turning around because it made a higher high than its local high. But I mean, Ethereum just did the perfect textbook. And you should go down in history if things get real bad. That bearish bat pattern hit the 886 literally perfectly and then sold off and then gave you a type 2 return. It's a distribution. It's selling off now. So eventually you would think that it's very reasonable to believe $2,300 in store soon or in time. You're back inside the downtrend. You broke the bad action magnet move, made the lower high. Just not really good right now. It could be good, maybe at some lower prices, but dude, I would just pray that, hey man, everything just randomly reverses in every asset, index funds, crypto, but that's just not how it works. So all right, let's I know we can look at like total and stuff like that, but let's just knock out total real quick. All right, total, kind of danger, right? Kind of some danger going on with this one. You know, falling below that $1.72 trillion inflection point from February of last year is very real. It's like, you can't deny it. You cannot deny its validity. And so if you fall below that, this is your daily. I don't think that's good, man. It's not really good to break down here. No. So, a lot of downside potential. I mean, to at least 1.5 trillion, just because a couple times in history, not normally, but a couple times in March of last year and recently, January of this year, you did hold. So, I mean, that would probably be your shorter term target if you get this confirmation close below this area. And then you get some follow through. And then, it would just be like Ethereum. This one's like more similar to Ethereum than Bitcoin. The 886, right? At minimum. Like that's, you know, just a wave structure. Okay, that means 1.568 trillion. That's not hard to believe at all after lower highs and failing to break out of a downtrend and then reconfirming the midterm downtrend is still very much intact with the lower highs and the previous highs, even locally. So all you do is make lower highs, man. For now, that's indicative of a downtrend. That is not a bull trend. So the bottom's not in quite yet, is it? But maybe it, you know, creates an M shape, and that's how it turns around. And everyone's so scared, and they've capitulated, and they're out by the time we get there or something. Okay, so we're gonna look at some other cryptos, but I do just want to look at this. Like we looked at gold. You know, these markets have like reopened, and so this like kind of why. So here's your S&P 500 futures. Currently down 0.45% on the new week and new day. As you just opened literally 23 minutes ago, you made a fresh low, and it was the lowest price you had seen since January 28th. So we're, you know, 3 weeks now. No real surprise here. This is a textbook bearish 5-0 with a type 2 return below 200 moving average at a 618 from your high to low, and up thrusting through previous highs that you had to get back above and stay above if you wanted to be bullish. I mean, this is all bearish right now. There's nothing bullish about this right now. Sorry, yeah, I get it. You could be like, it's another M shape, or it's a type 2 on the bullish shark. Possible. Yeah, sure. And that's why we say we have not confirmed the downtrend yet. The bear trend has not been confirmed. The bear trend will be confirmed, I believe, when the S&P 500 futures take out your lows around 4220. That is when you say, yes, confirm bear market, because you're breaking all the critical supports and you're taking out your lows, right? You had your high, your highest high ever. Then you had a massive drawdown, a 20% drawdown, just about 20% drawdown. Then a rally. And what'd you do? Dead cat. Dead cat bounced. Substantially, ridiculously lower highs than previous highs. What does that mean? There are far less market participants in this index fund than there was in January, the beginning of the year. That's confirming it. I mean, you confirm it just with one high, but to get two is real bad. And now you've just made like another lower high. You couldn't even, you up thrusted through the supply line, which it shouldn't be like that big of a deal of a resistance, but it, you know, it was. You were so weak that you rallied up to it and you couldn't even test it again because there was too much supply, not enough demand to get you to test it again. Dang. So you're on your way, and it does seem very, very probable you would see maybe 4277 again. Sorry, man. That's I wish it was like better news, you know. Hey, Crypto Hoarder, I don't know what happened on that one. Is that new? It just didn't register. It didn't go through this time. I don't know. That's weird, man. How that works. Yeah, I don't know. So bearish. Does anyone have Nasdaq futures that are not delayed? Does anyone have a ticker for that? Because I could go to the NQ, but it's gonna be a 10-minute delay because I don't pay for that data. Because I use like Thinkorswim when I want to have the futures up, but it's not in the format that I want to analyze it in. Because TradingView is like the best charting system by far, hands down. US 100. Ah, yeah, is that it? Is that the one? NAS 100. Oh, okay. So yeah, one's let's see, NAS 100, US 100, NAS 100 USD. That's it. That's it, man. All right, let me add this mine before I forget. Oh, I already have it on my other watch list. I'm so dumb. And then the Dow Jones, if you don't know, is the US 30 USD. That's what you're looking for. Okay. So, this is the worst. Doesn't really get much scarier than this. I don't have any data on this because I don't. All right, so we're just gonna clearly your levels. You are making right. You're not quite lower than the wick from January 24th, where Kathy Woods said she thought a bottom was in. Yes, Kathy Woods, it's not. How does one simply say on the first low that the bottom's in? Crazy. Now, Kathy Woods, if we started rallying here, it would make a lot more sense to start talking about a bottom in because of confirmation low. Market participants around the world and know, hey, second low we know. First time, no one knows. You rallied, it was pathetic. It was so trash. I mean, when's the last time that on the Nasdaq futures, on the daily, the price back tested the 200-day simple moving average as resistance? The last time you did that, you have to go all the way back to like 2018, where it did it kind of twice. And once it confirmed the drawdown was bad, and that's very real, like what could happen. I mean, you went down 18% in 23 days after you confirmed that 200-day simple moving average is resistance and you're below it. So, but then, like, you know, when things change, right, when they turn around, you start regarding it as support. And that's what you should do in uptrends. You know, COVID crashes, V-shaped recovery, you know, you're not going to be using it much. You did, though. Look how you dead cat bounced after testing it the first time, right? You dumped and then rallied 50% of the way. Okay, beautiful bit dead cat, and then you drew down more, fell below the 200. So we've already done that. Like we cracked it, and now it's just resistance. You could imagine what's coming. If the same things that happened historically happen again, you're screwed. This thing's going down to I would think a minimum of 12,964. That's your next swing low. You're cracking the support resistance from February last year. So why not, man? Literally, why not? No cute coworkers here at McDonald's. No, sorry.
McDonald's better.
Kathy Woods, I mean, I guess, right?
I
Yeah.
feel like going and getting myself a double cheeseburger right now.
Please don't. Look, dude, I don't eat McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's in years. I'm talking like 15 years. Like a burger. Yeah, it's been... So, I'm not endorsing McDonald's. It's just a meme because we're all poor because the markets are collapsing and, you know, whatever. It's the joke. It's the meme. I hate McDonald's. Blah. But that's okay. I mean, I love McDonald's. Or something. It's my employer. So, it's not just these things. It's also like, you know, this is very similar to spot price, which we analyze every day, except on the weekends. The Nasdaq futures, right, on the dead cat bounce and confirmation high below the 200 moving average, hidden bearish divergence implying a continuation downward. Very, very bad, man. Gross. So again, your target on the Nasdaq until something changes is a little less than $13,000. I'll see you at 12,964 at some point. Okay? That's it. You're in trouble. Big time. Let us look at another. Oh, goodness gracious. You do not... I mean, this is bad. I mean, this is the Dow Jones. Okay? It's not below critical support. Not yet. But this is real. This is a very, very weak... This is very weak price action that normally indicates that you're screwed. Okay? You're screwed. Just like everything else. All right, you've confirmed a lower high than the previous high now. It was only higher highs, higher lows, but now you've made a lower high. Now you're below the 200-day simple moving average. So you're going to 33,333, or we could just, you know, literally, like always, right? We could say
32.33, repeating, of course.
That's your support, but that is not promising. That is extremely ominous. Okay. You can imagine if we just talked about, or we thought about like, you know, a measured move or something of the structure. I don't know. I guess you could maybe say that this is the neckline. That's kind of, you know, I think that's more conservative. You break that neckline. I think the potential neckline would just be 33,033.33 repeating, of course, but just something like this along these lines. But we're talking like... Dang, dude.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $1,002.39. Thanks for always showing up. Even during your Mickey D's shift. 0.38000000 ETH.
Dude, Crypto Hoarder, man. Go get some hype in the chat. Thanks for the $1,532.39 worth of Ethereum on the day, man. And we've been live for 31 minutes. Holy crap. So, thanks, man. Times are tough here at McDonald's.
We get some complimentary chicken tendies, Big Macs, Sundays, and apple pies for Crypto Hoarder. Thanks so much.
Thank you, dude. Wow. Everyone going crazy in the back. Kathy Wood's losing it right now. Thank you, dude. But I hate to, kill the fun times with just staring at this. I mean, I don't think Crypto Hoarder deserves this market, just everything just looking so blah, That's why we try to start it with gold and silver and platinum to make people kind of feel better. That it's not everything yet. It's only equity markets and crypto markets so far. So that's probably where you're headed. I don't know why you could be surprised. That's not even anywhere. I would think like eventually Dow Jones could be seeing 29,560. Your previous high, that's your pre-COVID crash, right? So until something changes here, man, you better be bottoming out before the bottom falls out. This is like a massive right-angled and ascending broadening formation, man. Like you see it, that's exactly what you got going on. You have like a bearish reversal pattern within a bearish reversal pattern. Yikes, man. So two bearish looking structures up here. It's just not good, man. It's not good. For now. I hope something changes. Just sorry. Okay, so there are your futures. We looked at them, right? And it's not great. Let's shift back to crypto and look at Binance coin. That you can't be surprised about it. If you're surprised, you're not watching the stream, of course. Clearly it confirmed a high, hidden bearish divergence, selling off, and coming for a type 2 return. I think eventually 348, 350 is your target on this again. And maybe at that point, by then Bitcoin's really exhausted or does something, and maybe you can double bottom there at support and then have a major rally, but not yet. Yeah. Well. Is Crypto Hoarder Elon or CZ? Possibly. Possibly, dude. I thought about that last night. Is Crypto Hoarder Elon? Because he did make a jab at Kathy Woods earlier in the stream, right? Yeah, so BNB on its way down to probably test 350 again. Cardano did something terrible last night, if you didn't see, but we were here to monitor it, or at least to identify it and talk about it. Bad development for it. Finally, though, I mean, it's about freaking time, man. Cardano breaks critical supports. Not all of them. I said I would, even if if 92 cents actually was a low and a major reversal happened, I would chug a beer. We haven't. This has not bounced at all. This is just touched it and is just sitting there. And it's just because Bitcoin has stopped dumping. Once Bitcoin commences selling, resets its oscillators or whatever, makes a lower high, 92 cents going to get taken out like nothing burger. And I think eventual targets on this thing, I mean, it might be a month or two, but 40 cents at this point. Things are really, really bleak on this. It's just perfectly set up for lower prices too. 36 on the RSI, so bearish control zone and not oversold. Negative momentum building. You got to imagine when you break this support, how oversold it could get again, and how large the negative momentum island could build to. It's gross. Yeah, so it's just kind of like bad times, bad price, and could be probably getting much worse. Could get a lot worse. Tons of downside potential on this if it breaks support. It has already broken, I think, the formal major support, $1, what's psychological, and all the lows. I think you're in trouble. I think this thing's going much lower. Okay, Sol, that kind of like held on or something today. Yeah, it's actually up. Kind of crazy. Wow, I mean, congrats on not collapsing, you know, when it seemed like all hope was lost. It's just at that same low and hasn't broken down yet, and could rally here if Bitcoin rallies. But if Bitcoin keeps dumping, Sol's going to keep dumping, and eventual targets are down where it makes sense, like $56 at least, or $50, $48. You're just kind of in the middle of nowhere, man. And there's no edge right here. Like, there's on the daily, is there any bullish divergence? Nah, not really. You have no idea if the bottom's even in yet, right? So wild, man. Yeah, so this is like one of the only things green. KNC is green today. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Wow. That bearish divergence and then just staying above the 200-day moving average. It could be a Wyckoff accumulation. Like, eventually ranges break. You don't stay in ranges forever. If it broke, I mean, you got tons upside. But you'd be looking to be trying to long at the bottom. And we'd identified this. People were pinged about this. We live stream, and it was doing things that nothing else was doing, really. Like, it was still holding supports and making higher lows, back testing those supports as support again, kind of falling out. It was great price action, but yeah, you finally made it to the top of the range, and you pulled back because Bitcoin and maybe supply here, but it's been very mild. I mean, you're actually up 3% on the day. That is wild, man. That is so strong. And only making higher lows, right? I mean, long-term uptrend, undeniable. Midterm, no trend. Midterm, no trend. I would say short-term uptrend, probably. So that's pretty good. I mean, KNC doing things, man. Wow. And these are like kind of... You got ENS is up 1% now, dude. You want to look at ENS chart? So bad, man. What a loser. You know, you're just at your same low from January 23rd and just sitting there, not showing any kind of developed divergence or anything. I mean, you think that eventual target's $10. Only going to lose 33% of its value. More, you know. Been wrecked, man. The cutoff on this one was like 36.50. Once that broke, you wanted nothing to do with this asset ever again. I mean, since it broke that support, dude, it's lost over half its value. What's up, Grimace, dude?
Is that a joint?
Thanks, dude. Yep. Well, I mean, it's against policy to be smoking joints, Grimace, so...
We order a drug test for Grimace. He just admitted to smoking weed. Thanks so much.
Okay, yeah, so that's kind of like, we're kind of just going across the markets right now, looking at things, and the weekly candle closes in 20 minutes. So if you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, the sub. The Discord link is pinned right there. Just spammed it. Join it if you haven't. You'll get notified when I go live too, because YouTube will inevitably fail on notifying you when I go live. Like, I bet money people missed the stream last night, not just because they were sleeping, but because YouTube maybe didn't notify them. You know, wasn't a normal stream time. Dang, dude. Just freaking dang. I mean, here is McDonald's, the chart. We're looking at McDonald's while working a shift at McDonald's. This thing, you know, still well above its 200-day moving average. This isn't that concerning because this low was higher than this low. You've rallied, made a lower high, but now you've sold off. And what if you just make another low and you drag in, you double bottom here, you start developing divergence? I mean, the stages, I mean, things could be setting up for just another higher low and a rally again. But so far, this has just been unreal, right? McDonald's is the overlord. That's why they can keep hiring people, because numbers just keep going up. You made all-time highs January of this year, 270. Currently only $20 down from that. Yeah, so this is like, this chart's way healthier than like the index funds for now. Now, I don't think you want to, you know, fall below 246. I think that's your cutoff really on McDonald's. If you were already long on it and you were worried about these market conditions, that's a great cutoff. Right, that's like a peak from July last year, you know, a peak from September, December 1st, and then recently, January 28th. So that's, I don't think you want to be going below that. Because then all of a sudden it's almost like you have this oblong looking potential head and shoulders with a neckline, right? Like just say the whole market sours, I don't know, with a bearish breakdown, you left shoulder, head, right shoulder, your neckline, I mean, measure move takes you like 220 or lower. But so far, just extremely bullish, man, on this. God. Some are doing that, man. Not all, most aren't. Like you have like 62% of assets on the S&P 500 are below their 200-day simple moving average. This is just one that's not. And I think that number just keeps growing.
Is it too late to order from the breakfast menu? I could use a McMuffin.
Is that a joint? We got a guy tipping $4.20. I guess he might have the munchies asking about breakfast menu. Can we get a couple pancakes? Thanks so much.
Thank you, dude. See, there was fireball bombs. Let's go, dude. How many can we get in there this stream, dude? You gonna break your own record again? Holy crap, chat. Let's go.
Crypto_hoarder tips $502.94. Fireball bombs 0.190000000 ETH.
Can we get 500 Happy Meals for Crypto Hoarder, please? In the back, Kathy, get back to work. Thanks. Michael Saylor, stop slacking, dude.
Wow. Cheers, dude. Seriously. I mean, at this rate, it seems like at this rate you would break your own record. How many did we have end up at the end last night? Was there 7 or 8 that could fit in the jar? And also, Crypto Hoarder, I think people are getting pissed. People are getting mad that you're tipping this much, dude. I'm noticing it. People are starting to just resent it. Like, I can't believe this, man. This is just ridiculous. I hate this. It's like, chill, man. It's like, whatever. Don't be mad about it, you know? Unbelievable, man. I can't believe this. All right. Well, we already had it last night. We had someone who paid me $8.40 total to hate. You know, he tipped to be a hater, which is crazy. It's such a bad idea. Okay. So US oil is back open. So how's it faring on the new week? Don't care. It don't care, man. That's what we say at McDonald's. US oil don't care. Doesn't care. It's just it's still respecting the supply line very well, but zero follow through. I mean, really, right? Your follow through was so insignificant, and it's just starting to rally again. It's ridiculous. It's like $100 oil. Yeah, with this Russia stuff, yeah, it could be sooner rather than later. You just think like anytime, just looking at traditional markets, any asset that does the wave, the X, the A, the B, the C, and the D, hits the fib extensions. You know, it's very reasonable to believe there'd be some sort of at least mildest shallow pullback before going higher, but maybe not in these market conditions. People are just desperate for yield, and this is parabolic. This is going parabolic. It's beginning anyway. So you notice how like all these index funds are back testing their 200 moving averages on the daily as resistance. Look at this. It's like testing it kind of as support, and just look how separated you are from it now. It's just different, man. And you know, you look at energy stocks, and they're also doing great stuff too. And that's where people have protected their accounts in the past couple months, really. Okay, so wow, energy on the new week. And I have an alert set up if we're making multi-year highs again. I'm gonna hear it, man. I'm definitely gonna hear it. How is not really worth looking at. Wow, cotton futures, it's delayed, but cotton futures is already at 1.37%. It gets a gap down and is trying to work on a bullish and golden candle to fill a gap. But like the cotton futures hitting multi-year highs. These are commodities, man. These are the things, these real tangible assets, right? These goods. And they're just going insane. So it's like, that's just testament to inflation. But it's like everywhere. Lumber futures, look at lumber futures, man. And it looks like it could be starting to double top here. Hidden bearish divergence. Whoa. Hidden bearish divergence on lumber futures on the lower high. Yikes. Unless this starts catching bids soon, this could be starting the end of the lumber future cycle, right? Where you accumulated or you were range bound since 1973, and then you broke out initially in 2017, 2018, but you did it again, in 2020, and then after the COVID crash, it went to an all-time high of 1737. But then you crashed, but you made the same low, hit a support, and you've rallied. But the rally is pretty weak. So it's like less market participants owning lumber futures than they did before last year. And now locally, could be one high, could be a second high. That's a lower high. And that could indicate another drawdown where you would get some sort of massive M shape eventually around 623, 650, maybe a little lower. Yeah, so just commodities, man. Coffee futures finally pulling back a little bit. Like it's down almost 2% on the new week. But look at this run. I mean, could you be surprised if coffee futures crashed ever? Nah, you can't be that surprised. It's highest freaking levels since September of 2011, man. It's just very rare and not much time in history where coffee futures is this expensive. So gotta love where it bottomed out though, right? I mean, TA so respected down here. All that accumulation's beautiful. What a run so far. It's just a big shark, right? You need 886. I don't think we're at the 886 yet though, so I think there still could be more upside. Yeah, we've hit a 786. I think it makes the most sense to eventually see 280, 277. That 886 can float once some highs up here. Yeah, so it could keep going, but so far it's starting to go a little parabolic, legging up a couple times. Acceleration of accumulation, man. Wow. Okay, so if you want, we can go back to S coins. I don't like whatever. We can look at band. That nasty pullback, right? Down 10.75%. And what did we talk about literally last night when we were watching this? Maybe wait for $4. Maybe we've sprung. Maybe we back test the spring and hold, and then created a second low that's higher, and then accumulation becomes an argument, right? And it was like, you want one low, then maybe a second low. That was a higher low. This was a technical higher low too. So why not just do it again? Why not give us a second low, a confirmation low? And then you could rally to 745, 762, but not until then. And it's really tough to even be confident in any of this playing out because the macro is so bad. You want the macro to be good for your S coin. You do. These delays, man, freaking me out. Crypto hoarder. Because I'll get like an email and then I'll get like the Coinbase notification later. It's like always delayed. Smitty, I think you requested that or something. Someone requested ban to Bitcoin and I went to the US dollar on accident or just didn't see. It was literally just an honest mistake. Shoot, dude. I mean, yeah, of course. It's just kind of like, it's it. Deep retraces, sure. I get it, man. There it is. There's your ban to BTC.
Have you been out enjoying your new ride today?
No. Remember, I ended up going to bed at like sunrise. So, woke up and started getting all this stuff re-prepared. It's kind of like, it's some work getting the green screen up and changing out all the sources and inputs and stuff on the OBS to make this happen. And so, no, I have not really gone out today and ridden in the car. But, far more important things to do, right? By looking at S coins to Bitcoin pairs and gold and silver and the futures. I don't really know what to make of if it kind of a structure. I mean, clearly that would be like a supply line right there. I mean, is it kind of, you omit that crazy psycho scam wick and then you got like a wedge? That's certainly a demand line of some sort being well respected. Are you wedging, man? It's the wedge. Yeah, how deep? Is it hidden 886 from its all-time high? Probably. I mean, like, no doubt, right? It's below it. It's like a 95% retrace. Yikes. 96% retrace. So yeah, I mean, certainly you got some sort of downsloping price consolidation, downsloping price contraction, which a lot of times can, you know, end up becoming a reversal, especially when they're at such deep retraces like this. Okay, well, if band holds that level, you could understand that if it holds the support on a back test and you get a confirmation low, I could see this breaking upward big time, right? Because then that means band US dollars going to the next level, the big resistance, way at the top of the range. So yeah, I mean, that's okay. But this is just paying back for, I think I just missed the request yesterday or last night, right?
Smitty2 tipped $22.22. Does the weekly MACD for Ben/BTC mean anything to you?
Does the weekly? I don't know. Let's this is the weekly. RSI is not really great. I hate the RSI. It's
XRP/BTC chart. Thanks for your perseverance.
What's a Matt dog? It's almost like Mad Dog, but Matt Dog. Thank you, dude. We'll look at XRP to BTC after this. Does the weekly stick out? I mean, the MACD is like okay, because all you do is just make lower levels, but you don't catch bids. You're not at any kind of formal support. That's another issue. Like, there's just it's like, based on the fact that anytime an asset goes and loses 88% to 95% of its value, it's always an area where...
67 LTC.
What's up, G-Dog? Thank you. Anytime an asset loses 88 to 95% of its value, and then it's creating maybe a little wedge or something, yeah, you can't be really that surprised that it breaks upward. It doesn't ensure that it's going to recapture previous highs or go to the moon. It does look interesting, though. The price is just so methodically... it's like tight. It's getting really tight and contracted, right? And it looks like there might just be resolution at some point soon. And that could be, you know, a break upward, but no edge on the RSI. And maybe the MACD is just like, you know, a low, the lower low, and then the lowest low. Yeah, that's technical weekly bullish divergence at deep retraces. So, I mean, it's lower risk, but I don't know if I'd be doing anything. I don't be playing with it on these market conditions. Too whacked out right now. Because, I mean, like, this could be rallying. And think about it, though. What if Band does outperform Bitcoin? Okay, this rallies, you stack sats, but Bitcoin's getting wrecked. So you're not making any money. You're just making more Bitcoin while Bitcoin continues to draw down to much lower levels. Yikes. Ugh. No, why not just own gold or silver or platinum and make a literal more money? I don't know. And they're in uptrends, and they're confirmed uptrends, and they're beautiful, and they're accumulating. And it's just, oh, wow. They were also at lower risk areas at $1,800 on gold, and you were here warned about it every day, 7 days a week, about gold and silver, really, and kind of platinum. What are you talking about? Band video, huh? Band video? Fifth age, what does that even mean, dude? Okay, so is XRP to BTC? Though I think I've been here kind of recently-ish. Oh yeah, it's credible. Yeah, dude. Talking about anything above 1191 sats. Really, if you're above 1500 sats, you're exceptional. The candle low close back from November of 2013. You're back. You've sprung above that, and you're back testing it as support. That's extremely bullish. I love XRP to BTC on the weekly here. I love it. Talking about some of the lowest risk areas and some very bullish price action developing at these levels. Yeah. XRP could continue to outperform Bitcoin if this plays out. Yeah. And I'm thinking it could very well at least be going to like 38.40, which from where it is just now, just to that one high. Talking like, dude, there's like 87 to 95% upside on XRP to BTC on the weekly if this spring back test of spring holds. Yeah. Yes. That's just like there. I mean, what if it goes to like, 58.11? Yeah, man, there could be more upside. Momentum shifting. You're making higher lows. Your market participants look one time. I don't know, second time. Oh, maybe it's like, trying to make a higher low double bottom. Or I'm saying higher low as in like this was the low, and then now it's like this low, but this is locally lower, but doesn't matter. These two together are local, and it's one bottom, a second bottom above this first low. So I think that's pretty freaking awesome for now. We'll see what happens. This is weekly, so it's a significant time scale. It would have been interesting to get an M shape, and we could have been in perfect Gartley if it went lower, but there's just too much demand. This support resistance is real, and market participants not letting it get below that. Hey, look, chat, Bitcoin's, remember when it was like rallying and it was at 38,950 and now it's at 38,400? Yeah, extremely volatile conditions. I mean, these are like the swings here. Good luck playing this, man. Good luck. Okay, with those, and then we got what's next?
Crypto order your double quarter pounder with cheese with Kathy Woods is ready. Come up to the front to receive. Thanks.
Sorry. Next request was GoRo. Gold Resource Corporation. I can imagine it looks okay. And it looks like it's bottom, trying to double bottom. Oh yeah, wow, interesting. All right, you could imagine that it's a harmonic at an 88% retrace. Easy. It's a Bartley-Gartley. You know, you figured, hey, it was good. No, it's continued to bleed out. I'm just looking at it now. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Too deep, though. Too deep on B. All right, so not a formal harmonic of any sort, but low to high. This is what you should care about. The 886, the 95% retrace. You're kind of like XRP to BTC, right? Kind of like, you know, BAN to BTC. Like you've lost so much value. It's daily, maybe a weekly. Oh man, dude, the weekly. Look at this. Talk about lowest risk areas, you know, like you're almost there. 114, 133 would be optimum, I guess. God, look at the continuation of the bullish divergence. I mean, yeah, you're requesting this asset, and all I can do is tell you, like, you're getting to like the lowest risk areas, you know. Yeah. Historically, I mean, 612 between 133 and 612, right? It's a straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. It didn't go straight down every time, but it goes straight up. Resistance clearly. And then support. So there could be some more downside, and you could get a lower risk entry at 114 to 133. But it'd be really cool if it pivoted before doing that, because then you could be like, oh, making the argument for accumulation. Like there's like more market participants that own GORO than there was in February 2016. But dang, what a terrible performance so far. I think there's so many better assets that are showing like the trend's already reversed. There's already like tremendous evidence of accumulation on charts. Like, why? I don't know why I want to own GORO when I could literally just own spot price or a derivative of spot price. You know, like why would I own that when I've been able to witness the composite operator acquiring his or her position constantly for months now, right? Like I don't know why I would own that. I wouldn't. I would own this at $1,800, $1,812, and it's at $1,939 right now, right? And still holding. And the measure moves 2053. Okay, chat, a new week is upon us. Let's go to Bitcoin. Look at that weekly. It's not good. But somehow, some way, an act of God has made it to where Bitcoin has not broken below the weekly candle high close from January 4th. Not yet. It did break below the June 7th high, but not this one yet. Don't worry, though. Just give it some time. Let's see what happens. All right. That's literally, I think, maybe what's going on. You tested it, held it, but very weak so far. That's it. That's it. Like you go the daily, no support, really. 4 hour, no support. 60 minute, no support, really. I mean, 60 minute, I guess there's that one scrub support, those peaks. Three-day week hot, so you know we now have a new 3-day candle. We're on the last 3-day candle, we had a bearish engulfing candle and a confirmed bearish breakdown, and then we got follow through on this 3-day candle that confirmed the bearish engulfing. So still below the 203-day simple moving average, so that's interesting. And you bounced off it once, but looks like you'll be testing it soon again. In your daily, where the hidden bearish divergence was there, it's continuing to play out. A bearish engulfing candle was confirmed on the daily chat, unfortunately. So inverse Jesus chimes for that being confirmed, right? Well, just remember, and it's a midterm year for elections, and since like 1980 or something like that, the S&P 500 is always, literally always, yielded negative on those years. But the next year is always insanely bullish, right? So let's just take off 2022 and come back at January 2023 and just go all in, right? Because I mean, I'll try to find that chart again, but it's insane. I mean, you're like 30% upside on the next year after midterms, but this year, bad year, and it's doing the exact same thing as it's always ever done. That's what's crazy about it. It's doing, like, you can't be surprised if you look at that and you see the performance of index funds midterm years. Same thing. So that's your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, confirmed that you're bearish, confirmed you're back in the channel. I mean, you broke down, then you back tested, then you tested it again really yesterday, and you've drawn down. So I think there was more downside. I think 2300 is probably your target on this one. Eventually, you'll see 2300. It's not, you can't be surprised either. It's not like crazy. Dude, no way. Oh my God. Let's freaking go. Can we get some more hype in the chat?
Go get an order, chicken tenders over there.
Crypto _hoarder tipped $500.28. Thanks for the burger, it was worth the wait.
like it, dude?
0.1910000 ETH.
Give this guy a couple more apple pies, man, on the house, man. That's how much good order that. Hold on, I paid it.
Wow. Yeah, dude. I hope you saved room for dessert, because they're cooking. Kathy's back there baking the apple pies herself. And thanks for the 840 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, not the price action, just the coverage, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. I appreciate everyone being here on your Sunday, where you could be doing anything, man, but you're here. So thank you. Where we are all at McDonald's right now, just hanging out, It's the Brandon Burger. Yeah, that's a good way to go out of business. Call something the Brandon Burger. So unfortunately, chat, this is very, very sad. Can't even tell if it's a bearish engulfing. Yeah, it is. Like, so yesterday was a confirmed daily bearish engulfing candle on total below the critical inflection point. That's very, very bad. That is like, this is the worst. Yes, when you do stuff like that, it's awful. I would imagine you could back test it as resistance before drawing down more. And then we know we're talking like 1.55 trillion market cap for at least a harmonic or an M shape. But if you look left, based on history, very bad. Like, it could be going down to 1.3 trillion at some point, so these are not good things now. Like, you were okay and above critical areas, and now you're not. So when you're below them, you have to, with new data, we must augment our thinking, because things change. When supports are broken, yeah, you have to change gears. When resistances are broken, you have to change gears, go from full bearish to maybe there's some hope for bullishness. These are the things that have to be done, right? These are the things that have to be done for Bitcoin. This is what we're saying. Like, it has to break 44,444, repeating, of course. It was doing it. And it's like, oh my God, we made a higher high. So that's great. You sold off and you you back tested what was once resistance support as support. Then you rallied and it was an upthrust, textbook upthrust, back test of upthrust. I thought it was pretty weak performance, but then it started bearish engulfing, broke a demand line, and that was it. And so the bearish trend is reconfirmed, right? The bearish midterm downtrend is reconfirmed when you did that. And that's the threshold. That'll always be the threshold now, I think, for a major trend reversal, is that level. The previous high. It's not difficult. So all you can do now is pray for a higher low than the previous low. That's kind of it, right? Yeah, I don't know. The old Kathy Woods things. People are calling for her head. They really are. But I mean, dude, like, where was the? I just don't understand. Like, was there was no hedge? There was nothing to like protect against downside. I mean, it's a classic bubble. It was a classic bubble pop. It's going for full reset. It's the Wall Street chart, right? The Wall Street psychology chart, and like you're in despair right now, and you're headed to $50. I mean, I don't know. I don't think 60 is going to hold it. It is a 786, but based on what we know about M shapes and harmonics, a 50% retrace and a lower high on C, it's not the 786. You don't stop there. You'll be heading to $50, and you're at 64. So how much more downside is there on ARK from literally where it is now? There is still another 27% downside potential that makes sense, and at that level, that is awesome. You probably react really hard there and have a first rally. Maybe you get a type 2 return down there. It could be an amazing opportunity to take a low risk long on something, but you got to lose another almost 30% of your value before you get there. And then you got to confirm that it's a bottom, not just one time. You got to do it twice. You really want like the strongest argument. I mean, the hidden bearish divergence on the daily is already playing out. And on Friday, you had your lowest candle close since June 12th of 2020, by the way, not 2021. Yeah. Party's over, man, on a lot of these. Yikes. But then it's like, you know, what will enter life? Tesla, the largest holding. To me, it's like, oh, we're going for full reset. Tesla is below 884. You have to be bearish below 884. You cannot be bullish. When you fall below previous major discernible swing highs, that were all-time highs at one time, January of last year, when you fall below that, you got to be bearish, man. Okay. The good news on Tesla for now is it's above the 200-day simple moving average, barely. I mean, by Tuesday, it could be below it, you know, if we have a bad day. Very weak. Think about it. You rallied, and that was it. Think about that, man. When you dump like that, and you've already made, look, you made the high, the all-time high. Then you made confirmation highs that are lower than the initial high. So it's like there is a very slight distribution going on. Subtle. It's there, though. And then you drew down, and you hit a support, and you broke the support like it was a joke, and then you rallied and back tested that old support as a resistance on the date of January 26th before dumping again, testing that 200-day simple moving average. And also, not even testing that high from April, but then you rallied, okay? And this is what's concerning, is that was it. You spent from January 31st all the way to, so we're saying 3 weeks, market participants did what they could to push the price higher, and that's all they could muster. That was it. That's so bearish. Now, what does that imply? That means for 3 weeks, it was confirmed that there were far less market participants who own this asset than they did way back in, early January, late December of last year, right? That to me is gnarly, and that would just, I would think it wouldn't be that weird if Tesla eventually saw 623 or so. And even then, man, it's just like, that's not a good, I mean, maybe the uptrend continues, but it's really not even a good argument. There's, harmonics are like value, and there's still not going to be value of 600. This thing has gone nuts for so long. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, what's kind of interesting about Tesla is the previous discernible swing low on Tesla is like 546. So you're technically okay until you fall below 550. If we're talking about true long-term trend reversals, that's your cutoff. That's when you know you've gone from bullish to bearish. But, anyway, you're already starting a downtrend, right? You've already made lower highs. You've already made lower lows consecutively. So you are in a midterm downtrend on Tesla. You cannot argue with that. It's lower highs, lower lows. At least since November and December. No one's trashing Kathy. Well, I'm not. I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm not trashing her. I'm just looking at her fund. And if looking at her fund that's devastated is trash talking, well, then we live in a world where we can't say anything anymore. But hey, I kind of get that. SPX, S&P 500 futures continuing drawdown near your session lows. I mean, you're down 0.65% now. Things aren't really getting any better. I think it's I don't know why the S&P futures would not go to at least test 42.76 again. You're so close. You'll probably go test it. Even if you rally to the upside here and you go moon and the bull trend continues, you're still going to go test it, most likely. You test it, though, in my opinion, really, you know this is a right-angled and ascending broadening formation with a confirmed, well, it will be a confirmed partial rise once the S&P futures hit 4276. Once that's tested, there will be a 70% chance of a breakdown. Yep. So we're still in the midst of a potential partial rise. It's just a phenomenon that occurs in broadening formations and rectangles.
It would be a little hilarious if Warren Buffett bought a Bitcoin top with that 1 billion.
Is that a joint?
Yeah, but he wouldn't. You know, he calls it rat poison, and Charlie Munger brags about never getting involved in crypto, even though, you know, Ethereum since its inception is up 29,000%, and Berkshire Hathaway since like 2010 or 9 or whatever is only up like 500+%. So you can brag about not participating in something that would have made you and your clients way more money, right? So. Where's the Hamburglar? Dude, I don't know, dude. I think you did something with the Hamburglar grimace, man, right? And yeah, I mean, like now 1.09% down on the Nasdaq, and you're below everything except the local. I mean, you're below the local lows on the daily, right? Say this closed right now, you would be at your lowest daily candle close since June of last year. That is so bad. So bad, man. Dead cat bounce. So far. Well, we've had a Black Tuesday before. Does anyone remember? We were all not alive during it. October 24th, 1929 was Black Tuesday, I believe. Might have that day 1 or 2 days off, but yeah, it was a Black Tuesday. And then Black Monday in 1987. The first trading day of my entire life was Black Monday. Freaking wild, man. Yeah, this does look ugly. Look really ugly. Dude, is that real life? No, that's the delay. God, man. Freaking getting trolled by... I need to turn off my Coinbase alerts or something. Okay, so, Bitcoin hasn't just started to dump violently or anything. It's still just hanging out at the same price it bottomed out at last night while I was live streaming, right? 38,369 area. Yep. But we start getting some follow through on the Nasdaq, the Qs, the S&P. I don't know how it's going to go well for Bitcoin, like at all. Still no. And here's your Dow Jones, where we're just revisiting it because it's like top of the hour kind of. And it's ugly. Like that is right there. That is also a right angled and ascending broadening formation. Bearish reversal pattern. If you don't believe me. Oh my god, I'll type in right angled and ascending, and it generates wedge. It's not a wedge. So Google's wrong too. They need to be taught something. Formation. It's not a wedge. Not a freaking wedge, dude. All right, you see this? You tell me if I'm crazy here, right? I mean, just we're on the internet, all right? And again, it's not a wedge. This is just the graphic to show you.
Moderna rec target, please. I've been putting it and gonna hold for the earnings.
Can we get one order of Moderna targets, please? Thanks so much.
Yeah, we'll look at it. Thank you, Jeffrey. But you're right. Don't worry about the name. They ruined the name. So dumb. But that is the structure, right? The upsloping resistance and the horizontal line support. All right, maybe I can find you the graphic for a partial rise. Yep, perfect example. Perfect example here, chat, if you want to see it. It's going to be a little freaking blurry here, unfortunately. But this is the right angle descending broadening formation. This is big lots. But, all right, when you create the pattern and you hit the bottom of the structure, then you rally. And when the rally occurs after hitting the bottom of the already developed pattern, You run and you fail to hit the upsloping supply line again. When you fail and you draw down, it becomes a potential partial rise. But once it hits the actual demand line again, the horizontal line, it becomes confirmed and again a 70% chance of a bearish breakdown, where it started, then it rallied, made another lower high than previous high. Then all of a sudden became a 3 falling peaks, 1, 2, 3, and on the third lower high, you can see what happens, right? So, yeah, that's just. I mean, tell me, oh no, dude, that's not what's going on. That's not the pattern. Okay. It's like way more developed, I think, on the other index funds too. It's crazy. Right? Everyone understand? But it's like partial decline or partial rise and potential head and shoulders stuff. Momo shift. Gross, dude. October 29th, not 24th. My bad. 24th was like started the beginning of it, man. Like the crash had already started before Black Tuesday. Yeah. It was already ugly. Sorry, trying to come to. Hmm. 24th kicked it off. Yeah, there you go. Where you go? Hey, we're on the. No, we gotta go to the DJI. You want to talk about it? Should be on the weekly. Oh, well, we gotta go to the weekly, man. Scrolling for years. 60s, and here we are, right? I mean, this was your Dow Jones back in, you know, Black Tuesday, but like there was the evening star reversal September 2nd on the weekly. $385. Wow, what a deal. Let's see if I can just hit the daily and it stays there. Gosh dang it, dude. I can't. It won't let me. I gotta scroll back like this. Here we go. All right, here, your Dow Jones. What stuff was going on with it? I mean, it wasn't like a formal structure or anything. I mean, it was almost like a head and shoulders, but it was really the dead cat bounce, right? It was a couple dead cat bounces, right? You had a local, less significant, and then you also had a major one on the weekly, right? So dead cat bounces, where you make your high and then you sell off high to low. What do? Look what's happened. At the 50% retrace, that's exactly where the Dow Jones began to crash again. The Nasdaq did the same exact thing before the COVID crash. It was perfect. 50% retrace, pathetic price action, then dumps again. But then you go to the weekly on this, and you could understand it's a different type of Fibonacci anchoring from the high, all-time high to that crash low. You can see another dead cat bounce at 290, and that's the weekly. And then after that dead cat bounce on the weekly, below the 200-day moving average, you could see where you went. You do Great Depression, right? From the top, it lost all its value. So, the dead cat bounces, man. They're not a joke. Not a joke at all. So I hate it that, like, it's crazy, isn't it? That legit you've done it. You made the high. Now you've made a 50% retrace, lower high. Again, right? When's the last time the Dow Jones made a lower high? Last time Dow Jones made a lower high on the daily was October of 2020. And then it sold off and made a lower low, but stayed above the 200 moving average and V-shaped. Okay. And then started making higher highs again. Oh, okay. That's scary, but it held and rallied. This time's different, right? It's made the lower high, not the lower low yet, but you're below the 200 moving average, and that's scary. It's not good at all. Stock market is closed because President's Day. Well, stock market will be closed tomorrow because President's Day, but futures are still open. And really, just start looking at these sad, pathetic charts. Let's just go back to gold. Spot price on gold that is pumping. It's up 0.56%, pretty much near session highs. And as you can see, continuing upward. And what is it doing? Look left, breaking some pretty critical levels from 2011, some candle high closes. And I think 1920 is next, and then a year break 1920. That is your previous 2011 all-time high. I mean, after that's probably like 1950. Above 1950 is like $2,000+ and then, you know, all-time highs. So this is beautiful. Beautiful breakout, reaccumulation, hidden bullish divergence, 3 rising valleys. It was great, man. You were warned. The composite man gave us the breadcrumbs we needed to identify this stuff. So whatever, everyone around the world also identified it. In the macro, probably conditions are probably good for it.
Macro relief rally has already played out from 34K to 44K.
It's very possible. Yeah, you confirmed the top too, didn't you? Because you like thrusted through that first high at the same price like 2 months ago or a month ago, and then you just double top there. Kind of gross, man. Yeah, I think you maybe did. Thanks. Gold, man. And then silver. They're great, dude. Hopefully one allocated appropriately to protect themselves from like the index funds that just don't look good anymore to assets that do look good. It's always smart to do that. 13 more likes for what, man? Nothing? There are 410 likes. We can get 500 likes literally right now if we tried, I guess. Yes, Ethereum's probably going downward more. Yes. Yes. To a minimum of $2,300. Minimum. By then, we'll start reassessing, but I think that's the target. $2,300 on Ethereum right now. Yep. I've been live for about an hour and a half, so I don't know how much longer I can keep this up, man. I've been working at McDonald's all day today for hours, you know, so it's been a long day, man. Long day. Yeah, these things just not looking hot, man. Let's just see how much downside we get on President's Day, you know, tomorrow. I think at least 42.76. Should the new car offer spin? Yeah, I mean, probably should. I did do a little joyriding or
Golden
whatever.
odd, wow.
Gold to the US or to the Australian dollar. McDonald's, really? XAU to AUD? Yep. Oh yeah, dude. It's freaking. Oh god, dude, come on. We've been here. I have memory of this place. Look at this uptrend. It's like starting to melt up. It's legging up like crazy. Your target is 2766. That's kind of a whacked out area, but that's real. That, you know what this looks like? It's almost like, hey, chat, this is Ethereum inverted, right? You made the high, you made the lower high, and the classic W. And at the 886, what happened? The trend you were in was reconfirmed or was confirmed, and you drew down. So, dang, dude, you put XAU to the AUD up next to, inverted, next to the real Ethereum chart. It's the same picture, except one was a higher low, this was a lower low, whatever. Yeah. So that's kind of yikes. Big yikes. Amazing, though. Pump it, dude. Gold. Bullish. SF. Yeah. Probably going to price discovery in the coming couple months. Yeah. Did I hit the drive-thru in the new whip, man? Nah, dude. I can't even afford gas in it, okay? Can't even afford to drive it, alright? Yeah, but... Let's go, Crypto Cartel. Let's do it, man. The double bottom. That was, yeah, I don't know if this is this chart. This thing, look how freaking bullish it is, man. It's all it does is win, no matter what. Yeah, pump it, dude. All right. So what I'll do is I'll probably just get out of here, get off my shift, and might start my... I think I'm going to start a new job over at like Bojangles or something, dude. They've been trying to headhunt me, man. They said I do a really good job on the PA. I would definitely have to agree.
If we get 5 chicken tenders, last order, before I close up, shipped changes, thanks.
Yeah, dude, Bojangles, they've been headhunting me, man, and I might take the job. I don't know. They're giving me a 20-cent higher per hour pay, man. Oh, Moderna. Yeah, you're right, Jeffrey. My bad, dude. I want to order Moderna chicken tenders. mRNA. Oh, it's been a minute since I've been here. Oh, beautiful. Remember the bullish 5-0? That's what you're looking for. That's kingish behavior. Now you're on the other side of the fence. You're not really at major supports. I mean, you're at one support from May of last year. And there's no bids. I would say there's more downside on this. Yeah, you're probably like, hey man, is it an M shape? Depends where you M shape. This could be way more downside. I wouldn't be touching something that looks like this. Like, because this could always end up like from your lowest low to high. I mean, you're not a 786 would make some sense. You know, maybe $100, $115. See what happens there, how the oscillators look by then. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't even look at it again until it hits those levels. But really, probably $67. That's a true 886 from that low to high. And it could be doing a massive full reset. Yeah, very weak. I mean, look what you've done. What was the most recent event for Moderna on the daily, Jeffrey? You broke critical supports, undeniably, and then you rallied and back-tested them as what? Resistance. Confirming what was once resistance is resistance again. And now you're drawing down, you're just sitting at this level with no one buying it, and eventually that could collapse that support and you just go to 118, but really 103 to 118 is kind of the next target on this. Sorry, dude. So does that help? Sorry. Big yikes. Gross. Just really gross, man. But hey, before the buying climax, things were great. Remember? You get the Alt V. You hit the Alt V. Where's the buying climax? All of a sudden, you're on the other side of momentum after the buying climax. Other side of momentum. Attempted rally failed. You dump. Lower highs. Lower lows. Lower highs. Lower lows, right? Pay attention to buying climaxes, because things change. Bullish patterns stop becoming reliable. Yeah, you're in a downtrend. I could plot a channel or something. Great. I don't need to. I don't have to. Are we good? Get wrecked. Stock market. Get wrecked crypto. Sucks, dude. So it's been a pretty good stream, man. Thanks for like coming out and watching, and hopefully I've done at least a half-what decent job of maybe helping you gain clarity on where we are across the market somewhat. Maybe not too. Maybe you're just here for jokes and memes and stuff. I get it. Cool. But yeah, I think my shift's over finally, and thanks for being with me on it. I appreciate it. And Crypto Hoarder, I can't even do that. Like, unbelievable. Like, we're talking $2,535.61 today on this stream. Good God, man. Super grateful. Echo. Oh, my bad. Holy crap, no one's even saying anything. I hit the wrong button on the voice changer. My bad. So, anyway. Thanks for everything. Likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. I'm gonna get out of here. I really appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the Discord. Join it if you haven't. Crypto Hoarder, you the man. Much love, dude. Till next time. Respect. T.